Mr. Start.
Yes, Mr. Answer for you.
Okay, so I make mute because in this way you can control the session. Just listen, please, and pay attention with me. Open your book, please. Page 144. Today we are going to explain our new story that is called Hachiko. In general, we are going to listen, and during listening, I'll ask you some questions, so please pay attention during listening. I prefer to open the mic, but you don't give me the chance because you ask silly question during the session. I want to drink, I want to bathroom, not accept. Okay, so please, you can use the chatting room. No need to say in the mic. Now we are going to listen. So I close the mic for all of you to be able to listen well. Then I ask a question. You can raise your hand and I select the one who can answer. I share the sounds.
Hachiko, The True Story of a Loyal Dog by Pamela S. Turner. Illustrated by Jan Nashimbene. Genre: historical fiction is realistic fiction that takes place in the past. It is a combination of imagination and fact, for fictional characters are placed in a historically factual setting. See how fictional characters make the true story of Hachiko come alive.
The first question, as usual, what is the genre of the story? What's the genre of the story? I can select Ahmed Muhammad Meher.
Yes, Mr.
Yes, Ahmed. What is genre of the story Hachiko?
Historical fiction.
Historical fiction. Can you explain?
Historical. Is realistic fiction that takes place in the poor in the
Excellent.
past.
Yes, so please highlight for this part, historical fiction is realistic fiction that takes place in the past. Highlight please for this part. Okay. Before we start listening to the story, let me give you a hint about the story. As we can see, we have a statue for a dog. This dog is a famous dog, and there is a square in Japan that is called with its name. Okay, it's called the square of Hachiko. Hachiko was a dog that was found or was taken by a famous doctor that is called Dr. Ueno. Dr. Ueno looked after the dog and took it to, and it was a stray dog. He took it to his house and take care of it. On his way to his work, the dog accompanied his owner and went with him to his work and waited him till he came back from his work in the station that's called Shibuya Station. This a station in Tokyo, in Japan. And we know there is a sad story that happened for this dog. His owner died in the university when he was his owner died when he was in the university by a heart attack. Hachiko felt sadness after he lost his owner, and he's still waiting him in the same place of Shibuya station. As he imagined that his owner is still alive, and he tried to remember the memories between him and between his owner. So let's listen to understand more and know more details about this story. The first part that we have is related to the statue of Hachiko.
There is a statue of my old friend at the entrance to Shibuya Station. His bronze feet are bright and shiny, polished by thousands of friendly hands. There is a sign that says simply, "Loyal Dog Hachiko." I close my eyes and remember the day we met so long ago.
Be ready for any question. So lesson 1.
When I was 6 years old, my family moved to a little house in Tokyo near the Shibuya train station. At first, the trains frightened me.
What is the setting of the story? What is the setting of the story? Yes, Mohiti.
Yes, Mr.
What is the setting of the story?
Japan?
Japan, we can say Tokyo. Japan, yes?
Yes,
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 Mr.
yes.
Okay.
Mr. Can I go to drink water only?
Okay, Mohit, please, the next time, put the bottle beside you, okay?
Okay.
Thanks so much.
Or keep
So-
me on mute. I'm silent.
Okay. So the setting of the story is what?
But after a while,
Tokyo, Japan, okay? The question that we can write here. So here's another condition for highlighting. We can write this question inside your book. Where did Kentaro's family move? Where did Kentaro's family move? May I open the mic and try to avoid making any noise, please? Okay. Okay, my dear?
Yeah, Mr.
Okay.
question.
Yes, the question again. Please don't speak without permission. The question again.
What's the setting of the story?
Where did Kentaro's family move? Where did,
Tokyo.
yes, highlight with me. Write the question above and highlight with me, please. Where did Kentaro's family move?
Stop.
Or there's no need to write the question because I already sent you the PDF file for the question, okay? So the answer will be, they moved to a little house in Tokyo near the Shibuya train station, okay?
So underline what?
As you can see in front of you, the first two lines, okay? The first two lines, okay? Let's complete listening.
grew to enjoy their power and the furious noises they made. One day I begged Mama to take me to meet Papa as he came home on the afternoon train. She laughed and said, "Kentaro, you have become big and brave, just like a samurai." Together we walked to the station. It was spring, and the day was clear and cold. There were tiny carts all around the station, selling snacks, newspapers, and hundreds of other things to the crowds of people rushing by. Ladies in kimonos walked carefully, trying to keep their white tabi socks away from the grime of the streets. Businessmen strode about, hurrying home or to catch another train. Mama and I had stopped near the station entrance when I noticed the dog.
Let me explain this part. He said here, when I was 6 years old, my family moved to a little house in Tokyo near the Shibuya train station. This is a place where Kentaro moved with his family, where Tokyo, near the Shibuya train station. At first, the train frightened me. He was afraid of riding the train. But after a while, he said, I grew to enjoy their power and the furious. What's the meaning of furious?
Angry.
Angry or violent noises, yes? Yes.
Yeah.
They made one day I begged. What I mean by I begged, I asked it or requested. Okay. Beg means ask it or request.
Mr. Furious means uncontrolled.
Yes, we said angry, uncontrolled, violent, the same meaning, okay? Begged, asked, or request. He said, I begged Mama, I asked Mama to take me to meet Papa as he came home on the afternoon train. She laughed and said, Kintaro, you have become big and brave, just like a samurai. Together, we walked to the station. So both moved together to the station to meet his father. It was spring and the day was clear and cold. There were tiny cars all around the station, selling snacks, newspapers, and hundreds of other things to the crowds of people. Rushing by ladies in kimono. The word kimonos, the Japanese robe, you know it? You know it? The Japanese
Yes, we
uniform.
take a story in grade 3 named Sushi's Komono.
Yes, kimono, the Japanese robe, okay? You can write the meaning of it. If you don't.
Yes, Mr. We take in grade 3, right?
Okay, my dear, okay.
Okay,
Kimono, a
kimono.
Japanese robe.
I know Japanese.
Walked carefully trying to keep their white tabby socks. This type of socks for putting there is a space for putting the long toe, okay? This is the meaning of tabby socks. Away from, what?
It means begged.
Mister, what's the name of the boy?
Please.
Kentaro.
No,
The boy-
no. Begged. Up.
Begged, asked, requested, okay? Begged means asked or requested, okay? Okay, Muhammad.
Yes, okay.
Yes. Instead, trying to keep their, please give me the chance to finish because there is a movie and I'd like you to see it, okay?
Yay!
Okay, just pay attention to finish this part quickly.
Mister,
please, okay?
Mister, I see the movie yesterday. It's 1
Okay, we
hour
will see
and
together and please
33
relax.
minutes.
Okay, my dear. We see it together, watch it together, okay? Walk carefully trying to keep their white tabby socks away from the brim of the street. The word brim here means dirt. If you want to write the meaning of it, it means dirt, okay? D-I-R-T, grime, this is the meaning of the word grime, okay? Grime means here, the dirt of the streets. Businessmen strolled. Strode is a past of the verb stride. It means moved quickly. Strode means moved quickly. You can see the meaning?
Yes.
Okay. Hurrying home to or to catch another train. Mama and I had stopped near the train entrance where I noticed the dog. My question here, where did Kintaro notice the dog?
Where?
Where did Kintaro notice the dog? Huh? Yes, Yusuf Sawi? Yusuf. Yusuf Sawi.
Yes.
Where did Kintaro notice the dog? Huh?
There were.
The last line in the second paragraph. He said what?
Mister, can you continue going to the
I
meaning?
stopped near the
Oh.
station
Excellent. Near,
entrance when
yes,
I
near the
noticed
station.
that dog.
Excellent. Near the station entrance. Near the station.
Mister, I
entrance.
didn't see writing strode because you go fast.
Okay, strode means moved quickly. Moved quickly. Okay.
Mister, the question that you asked to Yusuf, where it
The last line. Okay, where you can see the question. Where did Kentaro notice the dog? Have you seen the question? Okay.
Yes.
The answer is highlighted by saying near the station entrance. Okay, it's highlighted near the station entrance. Okay, let's complete listening for this part.
He was sitting quietly, all alone, by a newspaper stand. He had thick, cream-colored fur, small pointed ears, and a broad, bushy tail that curved up over his back. I wondered if the dog was a stray, but he was wearing a nice leather harness and looked healthy and strong.
This is a description of the dog. It was sitting quietly all alone by a newspaper stand. He had this description of the dog: thick cream-colored fur, small pointy ears, and a broad bushy tail that curved up over his back. For Kentaro said, I wondered if the dog was a stray. You said, what does it mean by stray? A lost dog, okay? But he was wearing a nice leather harness. Do you know the meaning of harness?
No.
Harness for the horse, it can be put at the back of the horse. But for the dog, it can be something that will be around the neck of the dog, as we can see in the picture, okay?
Teacher, highlight this or no?
Yes, highlight, please.
Mister, I still didn't write it. I was writing it.
Harness as a word, like saddle,
Fastened.
okay? Like saddle, a seat fastened on the back horse, okay? But for the dog, here, if he described, it's around the dog's neck,
I finished.
okay? Let's complete listening.
His brown eyes were fixed on the station entrance. Just then, Papa appeared. He was chatting with an older man. The dog bounded over to the man, his entire body wiggling and quivering with delight. His eyes shone and his mouth curled up into something that looked, to me, just like a smile.
For the words that we have here, bounded means jumped. You can write the meaning. Bounded, jumped. Write the meaning, please. Bounded, jumped. Wiggling means moving up and down. Wiggling means moving up and down.
Moving down. I finished.
Okay. Quivering means shaking. Quivering means shaking. Okay.
Yes.
Ah, Kentaro! You see, Dr. Ueno, you are not the only one who has someone to welcome him, said Papa. He introduced us to the older man. Dr. Ueno works with me at Tokyo Imperial University. What is your dog's name? I asked timidly. The dog was beautiful, but his sharp face reminded me of a wolf's. I grabbed Mama's kimono and stepped behind her, just in case.
For the word timidly, as we listen, it means a lack of confidence, or he was ashamed when he asked the question. Timidly means a lack of confidence. Kentaro felt ashamed before asking the question, what is your dog's name? Okay, so timidly again means what? A lack of confidence. A lack of confidence. Have you written?
Mister, what means a lack of confidence?
To feel ashamed. Okay. To feel embarrassed.
Hey.
Okay. And now we have the word.
Chat right in Arabic.
Right? Who writes in Arabic?
The chat either write in Arabic.
Yes, Haydar. Yes, Haydar. Do you have a problem?
Think يا مستر اسكت بعدين.
Okay. Yes, Haydar. Do you have any problem?
Like stop later.
Haydar. Huh? Do you have any problem? Okay. And now we can show a part of a movie, but let me ask you a question about this part that we have listened. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Visual.
The one who is playing with the mic, no need for this.
Mister
please.
visual Mister.
Not
Visual.
the one who has a problem in the mic. Mazen, mute your mic, please, Mazen.
Mr. Bijot, Mr.
I'll tell you now.
Also,
No need, the same page we are. The same page.
yeah, we have page 147.
46 and
Yes,
146.
46 and 47. I said that I'll show
Mister,
you
we started
a
the lesson from
PowerPoint
somewhere.
presentation to answer together. As usual, is this the first time to teach Korean literature? You know my plan for the session, yes? Yes, my dear? Amr. Amr Hassan, can you hear me?
Yes, Mister. Yes, yes.
Okay, this is our
Mister,
plan.
do you hear me well?
Yes, well, my dear. Okay. The question of today is the question of today, okay?
I thought so. That's it.
Okay, Mister.
Yes, just pay attention to answer me the question, okay?
How?
No need for joking. Okay, the first question that we have, who can answer?
Mister, me, I'm raising my hand.
Okay. Sorry.
Me, Mister, I can answer.
Yusuf Abdul Karim?
Mister, sit the first, yes.
No,
Yes,
Yusuf Abdul
Mister,
Karim.
it's historical fiction.
Read the question, please.
What is the genre of the story Hachiko?
Chico. It's what?
It's historical fiction.
Excellent. Can you explain? Okay, read what we have.
Yeah, a realistic fiction take place in the past.
We can say it's a story that happened in the past. It's a combination of imagination and fact. Okay, Yusuf?
Yes.
Thanks so much.
Okay.
No.
Mister, can I answer, please?
Muhammad Tariq. Amr, if you say this word, I'll not ask you. Muhammad Tariq.
Answer me.
You sit politely and I ask you, Amr, okay? No need to say Mr. Just raise your hand like the other. I appreciate that, okay? Yes, Muhammad Tariq, what is the setting of the story Hachiko?
I think
Yes, the place. Where's the
Tokyo,
story happen? Yes, Tokyo,
Tokyo.
Japan. Tokyo, Japan.
Tokyo.
Excellent. Yes. Sorry, my internet is unstable. Okay, so the setting is Tokyo and in Japan. As the next question. Who are the characters? We listen for some names in the story.
Mister?
Yes, Mister. Time? Or who? Okay, time, huh?
Mister, can I answer?
Yes, Abdullah, just wait after time. I know that you didn't answer before. Okay, time, huh? Who are the characters? Time. Okay, Abdullah Tamim.
Okay, Mister. The characters right now are four.
Tell me, please.
Are Kintaro and his mother and his father
Huh?
and the dog. And Dr. Inu.
Dr. Iweno. Say your name again.
Dr. Iwino.
Iweno, yes. So Hachiko, these are the main characters. Hachiko, Dr. Ueno, and Kentaro. Okay, thanks so much.
But Kintaro father and the mother also, Mister.
No, I'm talking about the main character. Okay, you are right, Abdullah. Okay, because we are going to talk about the main character. Number 4. Where did Kentaro's family move? Where did Kentaro's family move? Ahmed Musanna. Ahmed Musanna.
To Tokyo.
Yes, the definite place. You said, can you read?
To a little house in Tokyo near the Shibuya train station.
Excellent, Ahmed. Thanks so much. The last question. Where did Kentaro notice the dog? Ellie.
Mr. Me, I didn't answer all the questions.
Who, Anas?
محي الدين.
Mahi, you answered before. Mahi, how you didn't answer? You answered before many times. Yes, Mahi? Yes, Ellie. Ellie?
Yes, Mister.
Yes, the last question. Where did Kentaro notice the dog?
At Tokyo near the Sohoboi train station.
Shibuya train station. Okay. So we can say near the station entrance, or as you said, near the Shibuya train station in Tokyo. Well done, Ellie. So now we are going to see together the part of a movie or a video that is related to the story. But please, when you listen, don't. Just only 2 minutes, okay? 2 minutes only.
Okay.
Okay, my dear. Just wait to share it with you. Please, what from you will see this movie, but don't cry, okay? Yes.
So,
Don't cry.
Why يا مستر؟ It's emotional يا مستر.
Yes, just okay. Just listen, please. I'll make mute to be able to listen. The one who is joking. How are you, Mu'min? Mu'min,
yes, Miss.
I'd like to hear your voice in our station, Mu'min, please, okay? Participate with us.
Because the internet is not good.
Okay, never mind, my dear. Okay. Now we are going to listen together. As you said, every day the dog was waiting for his owner in the train station, Shibuya train station, till his owner come back from his work. Dr. Owenio died. The dog was going every day and for the same place, waiting his owner, and he imagined that his owner is still alive, but he was waiting for a long time. His owner didn't come back, as we know, he died. The dog, after that, we know that he died also in the same place. So the people decided to collect money and build a statue for Hachiko. And the square is called by Hachiko in Japan. Okay, that's all for this part. I'm really sorry for being late for your break. So have a nice time in the break time. And I
Bye,
hope that you
Mr.
get
Bye,
a
Mr.
great idea. Stop, please, stop.
بس والله يا مستر it's a good movie يا مستر والله.
Yes, okay. So
Thank you يا مستر.
goodbye, mate. Okay, have a nice time. What subject that you have?
We have
Mr.
maths. Mr.
Yes,
Yasser.
Mr.
أنت.
You win, I lose.
What?
I